It is a pleasure to meet you at this opportunity to just a few moments after His Honor President of United States concluded his 4 years with the news conference. It is an answer to a specific point he addressed on what concern there is no solution to other than the debt ceiling increase, which finances the obligations, United States obligations. It is not it's not an increase. I don't want to get in those details as an expert in economics. What I can say, referring to my previous video message, to understand United States economy much more, it does give a good idea on too many directions to generate growth on revenues, which is the main issue on what they call it federal budget deficit, if it's in the United States or any other country. The gaps between revenues and expenditure on the national budget or federal budget. This is another issue. There are a number of things that needs to get an additional effort on the federal budget. The tabulations, the items, etc., etc., etc. Rapid increase on the revenues. But let me just answer the point of the President, His Honor. There is a list of solutions available upon request, and let me just start this good news, because I understand any politician becomes much happier to reduce or to get rid of the financial pressure or obligations they have, their geographical area, if it's a country or if it's a state or a city or town. Let me just put very simple guidance, which brings much more other things. What I noticed through my traveling through more than 44 states or 45 states and fewer thousands of cities in the United States, very simple words refer to a specific part of the United States economy structure. To manufacture, everything comes to mind in United States, made in United States of America. Why not? What does lead to put everything from the needle to the biggest thing you can imagine, made in United States? What does prevent it? Everything is available. I don't want to get back to how to define, how to work factors of production more efficient. Have a land, labor, organization, and capital structure. Each of those, with more brief, to understand how does it work, it gives much of things. If talks comes to land, I can just mention an example. Ports of United States of America. There are much of things needs to get done. Let me get back to made in United States. How many commodities are available? Number of industries. Those industries got too many commodities. What does it need to become available for sale? Investors thirsty to manufacture those commodities or services. Everything is available upon request. An example mentioned earlier, United States financial industry qualified to generate not less than $26 trillion in 24 hours. This is huge, huge economy. The entire debt can be cleared in 24 hours. Just fewer things needs to organize, an extra effort. I won't say it's organized, but an extra effort. Just an extra effort to focus on how the economy works and how the economy structure works and what needs to be enhanced to maintain financial structure, macro financial structure and micro financial structure, which refers to the state economies, microfinance structure, and the cities and businesses refers to the microfinance structure. Commodities markets, financial markets, number of things needs to get done. Let me just put it back in very simple, in simple words. Made in United States, unlimited number of commodities. Those commodities, what does it need to get to be manufactured in United States? What kind of courage does the investors need? What does kind of courage does investment money needs? If you compare the environment in the United States of America, anything can be manufactured in a very, very low cost. If the investors in the United States or investor overseas or in any other country, they won't mind to invest and get much of growth for any invested money. This is just an example, and there are a list of solutions. I just mentioned two examples: $26 trillion growth on United States economy, financial structure, the manufacturing of the commodities, beginning from the needle to the biggest thing you can imagine. It means everything. What does prevent made in the United States? The lowest cost, it is possible. It's just a number of things. Those commodities needs number of things, needs attention, needs decision on a specific area, another in a specific area, legislations from their owner in the Congress, and even it could get to the states or to the cities. And I'm just reminding, which is my start, city of Los Angeles, entitled to $2 trillion to $12 trillion gross on city budget, $6 trillion on average, in less than 2 months period. Solutions available anytime, any moment, a letter delivered to the city mayor. And there are hundreds of cities qualified for either the similar amount or less amount of growth, which brings huge growth, just an extra effort. I'm very glad to hear the president. He doesn't mind. He won't mind to discuss any of those solutions. Well, there are a list of solutions: commodities markets, financial markets. These two examples I just mentioned: $26 trillion on growth on financial industry, and the made in the United States. What does prevent it? What does it need? Everything is available. Just an extra effort, extra attention, and the free competition. It does welcome everything from the needle to any other commodity. I hope this good news or brief entrance to good news to bring huge growth on revenues, which is the most important. Thinkers in economics are economists. Thinkers in law are the attorneys or lawyers. Thinkers in engineering are engineers. Thinkers on technology, the technicians or engineers. To each field, they are related specialists. They understand it, they can discuss it, they can bring much of good things. And that is what the courage is very important and necessary. Getting back to a very, very important area, data and information economy, it's very important. Much of good news on national level, state level, cities level. It is huge, huge economy. It does reflect on through the entire world countries. Growth in the United States, it reflects too many countries, Europe, Asia, Middle East, Africa, islands. Thank you very much, and I hope any of those solutions becomes available as soon as His Honor administrations get connected as fast as possible, or the financial authorities in the federal government, and their honor in Congress, Senate, and House of Representatives. Thank you very much, and I hope you get those good news, and the total clearance of the national debt and federal budget deficit becomes surplus. And a reminder to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they can get away with at least $2 trillion surplus. A business session can clear their $8 trillion debt with an extra effort on how to break down a number of things and get to the huge growth. Thank you very much.